This is an Icon Ministry production with the support of our ministry partners and donors.
The shepherds out in a field living an ordinary life, a simple life, a difficult life, but a simple life. They get the news that something special is happening. They don't understand it. They don't get it, but they just go in obedience, in trust. I imagine that they're a little bit overwhelmed because in their simple life, they had never experienced meeting a king. And they go and they see this simple king, this little child, and maybe for one moment catch a glimpse of who God is. Seeing Mary and Joseph, they understand maybe for 1 second that this was God. And their minds are overwhelmed and they cannot believe it. They don't feel worthy. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel they have the strength to face the consequences, the ramifications of this encounter with God. This is how it is for us in life sometimes. We go through life and God asks something of us. For example, we're going through life and everything is ordinary. Then someone we love dies. And God asks us to keep going in spite of all the torture, the pain, the difficulty. God calls us to a new country or to a new job or asks us to stretch our resources so that we can reach to the poor. He asks us to remain faithful even though the people around us in our work, in our school are not faithful and we feel somewhat overwhelmed. But then I imagine the shepherds looked at Mary, just looking at Jesus with love. And they saw at the same time the complexity of things, but also the simplicity of Mary, Mother of God, looking at Jesus, herself also going through all of these questions. How could it be? But all she stood for at that moment was that moment, contemplating the face of Jesus and trusting that it would be okay. At the end of the day, right, it was Jesus, it was the Father's mission. It was the Father's gift, not hers. It wasn't in her control. She didn't need to control every situation. God the Father gave His only Son through Mary, but now Mary had to trust that Jesus was going to be okay because the Father was in control. What about your 2025? Are you able to surrender it like Mary? Contemplating the face of Jesus, contemplating what lies ahead and say, Jesus, this is yours, not mine. I entrust it to you. I don't want to maintain control and lose peace over it, but I trust it to you. Lord, I give you this year, and I trust and I pray that you will help me live this year knowing that you are in control. Mary, Mother of God, pray for us.
This production is only made possible because of the generous support of Icon Ministry partners and donors. Please go to iconministry.com/support to make a donation.